Loose for good company.
Huh?
I'm reading the Levi's ad.
For the Levi's, yeah.
I don't even. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Loose for good company. Like,
I guess you're like relaxed.
plenty of room for your dick and balls.
You're like
Keep it loose. Room for the boy.
loosey goosey.
that. I don't know.
I don't know either. It's hard to say. Commercials, man. I tell you what, I was watching TV the other night.
Probably created by AI, dude. It's just putting words.
Probably. It probably doesn't even know what it means. It's like, oh, yeah. They need to be loose and it needs to be friends.
Loose for good company. When you have friends over and you bend over and show everyone your ass.
Say loose for good times.
Oh, this is out of control. Oh, shit. Man.
What was your commercial?
Oh, I was just going to say, I never watch cable TV that much anymore.
Yeah.
And I was watching it the other day. I swear to God, every commercial was a drug commercial.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw a commercial
Well,
for
how else
anything
are we
else.
going to know about what drugs to ask our doctor
Right now,
about?
it's political ads and drug commercials.
I'm seeing a little bit more of that, yeah.
Yeah.
The political shit, for sure. But, man.
I see a lot of gambling commercials, dude. They're trying to get me to
Bet
gamble.
Rivers, yeah, I see a lot of that bet shit.
Oh, I thought it was...
See, have you ever used that shit?
No. I gamble on the stock market.
Yeah, that's right. You do. I know, that's why I asked you, because I knew you did stocks, but I didn't know if you...
No, we went up to the dog tracks that one time, and I played nickel blackjack and won like $10.
Dude, that was like 20 years ago.
It was a long time ago.
It was like recently.
Yeah, but,
like, have you done like the bet MGM Rivers Casino?
No, I don't do anything. Now, Bree's family...
Book betting. Is that what it's called? Book betting?
There's all kinds.
I want to play that
There's all
Buffalo
kinds.
game, dude. Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yeah, dude. It's like a Buffalo slot game.
Oh.
It's on an app, man.
Bree's
It's
got
a real
family
game,
that wins
too.
money in the slots. Like, every time they go, they're just magical that way.
Got the touch.
They do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hear you. When's the last time y'all been to a casino? I really want to go. I haven't been in a long time.
That time, the dog
For real?
tracks with the nickel
That's
blackjack.
it?
Yep. Yeah,
I know you never go.
Do they even have the dogs there anymore?
Do they not?
Like at all?
I don't know.
I thought they ran them seasonally still.
I have no idea. I'm so out of the loop. I drove past it every day, twice a day for quite some time, but
Did you know there's a casino in Columbus? We actually went to it.
no.
It's called the Hollywood Casino. And it was a shithole. It was terrible.
I think that's a chain. I've seen one.
Is that a chain? I thought it was a chain.
There's one in Toledo, too.
It looked like there was like shit on the walls that looked like it was Cheney. You know? Cheney. Chain business.
Cheney.
Dick Cheney.
I like it. He could have a restaurant.
Cheney's Casino?
Yeah.
You just always lose.
Yeah, the weird thing is everything they serve you is, you win and they dump motor oil on you.
Just blow you up.
Oh, shit. It's the GeekZip podcast. Ryan Zip, I am joined. Thankfully, this week, Wes has returned.
Hey, that was you getting political.
Christian
for
here
once.
as well. Yeah, I know. I was
Well,
like,
he's
I
old
never.
news. And
Yeah, he's not really political anymore.
nowadays, hailed as a hero.
Well, there's Liz. She got thrown out,
She did.
They hail him as a hero?
No, I mean, kind of.
Oh, wow.
Anybody is now compared to
Oh,
what
yeah.
we had.
Oh, yeah. W. Bush is a fucking hero.
Yeah, like long for the days of that.
It's like, remember how fucking miserable we all were?
Hey, watch this drive.
Still the
It
greatest.
was a good drive, too,
That's
dude.
still the greatest.
I don't think Trump can golf like that.
I'll bet he can. He's apparently quite the golfer from
He's
what I understand.
thick, dude.
He's a little thick. You're right about that. He's fucking lost it, dude. You think he's lost his mind?
Yeah,
He
he
just
called
won
his
South Carolina.
he called his wife Mercedes.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's just
Jeez.
his favorite stripper's name.
Did you guys watch? Have you been watching Stewart on Daily Show?
Yeah.
He's come back to
No,
Stewart.
Did
you
I
watch
never
last
really watched
week's?
Daily Show though.
I think so. Where he's talking about Biden being
Talk about how
old.
they're both old. It's like,
And then he talked to this week about how people were giving him a hard time.
yeah, I gave him
about
shit about it. I'm like, what are you talking about?
It's true. I mean, no, I wish there were. Like, we have minimum age requirements. We should have maximum age requirements.
I couldn't agree more. I was kind of talking to Kush about this, and I was just like, imagine if, like, this young guy like us, just kind of rose up and had this completely different idea how fucking quick he would win that election.
Well, I don't think.
Because nobody wants these two guys to win. Not us. and not them. None of anybody wants anybody to win.
But way back when it was
Yeah.
George Bush's second term, when South Park did the episode and the election was between a douchebag and a turd sandwich.
Yeah.
And I feel like for a long time, politics has been like that. It's you vote for the lesser of two evils.
All right, I got you.
But I've thought often that when I am their age, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And it's always mystified me that people basically in retirement will choose to run for office, like, in very important positions.
I mean, for the most part, you don't have to do a lot. It's not like a job.
I mean, when I'm of retirement age, I want to be retired, not. But I guess that's me and the way I would interpret it.
We've
because
grown
I would
up
actually
working,
care about what I was doing.
Right.
But
we've grown up working, too. We haven't just had everything handed to us. So by the time we retire, we'll be done with it.
If Trump wasn't running, though, would Biden be running?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That is a good question. But we don't talk about politics on this show. Anyway, sorry about that.
Censor that.
Bleep. No. When all three of us get together, we always talk politics, so that's fine. All right, let's get back to business. Christian's here as well. Sorry I didn't say that before, but Christian and Wes here in the Zip Cave for another exciting adventure.
Hey, wait, have you ever done an episode just by yourself?
Yes, that sucks.
Not an episode.
Well, before you came along, who the fuck do you think was doing it?
You're just up here podding by yourself?
Not up here,
Because
no.
it can't be called a
No,
podcast. There's no cast.
I haven't done one up here by myself. No, Christian's always been here, either remote or here. So that's the next thing we got to set you up for is if you can't come, you can do remote.
Yeah. Just
Any of the guys can.
We could do a can and 2 cans and a string.
There you
Brandon's busy, though. He's got 4 kids under 5.
go. Yeah, Brandon's. I told you wouldn't answer.
I didn't know he had
told
4
you
kids
wouldn't
under
answer.
5,
We'll see
though, dude.
Brandon
That's a
in
handful.
about-
Well, he got the
20
twins.
years.
That's what happened.
Still.
Give him about 20 years.
Yeah, about 20. We'll see him come around again,
Yeah.
trying to reconnect.
When he runs for office.
Yeah,
At
you're
retirement
done,
age.
right, with kids? Are you and Bree?
Yes.
Are you and Bree are done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's you. God damn, there's no hope for you.
There's
Just
always hope.
fall back on your nieces and nephews. That's all you can
For
do
what?
hope for your name to live on.
There ain't going to be nothing to live on, dude. Shit.
We're all gonna die.
Arctic ice is in the 3rd level low.
Oh,
3rd-year record. 3
all right.
years in a row.
Get Christian going. It's hard to get him off of it.
His time is a flat circle.
It's all relative. All right, let's talk turkey here. So, yes, I did. We were talking about it before we started recording. I believe all 3 of us did finish the 4th season of True Detective, Night Country. Sorry, True Detective Night Country.
Most successful season.
Let's go
yet
around the room. Christian, what were your thoughts on the?
is dumb.
Yeah,
I liked it.
That's all right. I didn't like it.
Better.
I enjoyed it, but the ending was dumb.
Again, would it not have been a successful show if you would have just called it Night Country? Like, I feel like they kind of hoard out that almost like a brand.
It should have
Right?
It should have gone full night.
Well,
country,
okay.
dude.
I mean, because at the end of the day, you're not talking about a psycho killer. And spoilers ahead, by the way, if you have not seen the whole season of True Detective Night Country, there are spoilers.
Only the first season was really a psycho killer, right? There wasn't like
no,
a
there was,
psycho
but there's
killer in
always a
season
killer.
2.
Okay, psycho killer was a poor choice of words. A killer.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I mean. A killer. And
Are you
what I'm
talking about,
saying.
like a singular.
Well, not necessarily. I'm talking about it like exists in reality.
It was very supernatural. It was very X-Files.
That's no good. That's no good.
But I still liked it better
For True Detective.
than the 2nd and 3rd seasons of True Detective. I'll
have to wait
Maybe
and
they
make
should
that
just
determination.
abandon True Detective altogether.
Well,
maybe
maybe.
they should. I mean,
Maybe.
because here's my thought process, and this is kind of Bree had mentioned that I should bring it up. But Mayor of Easttown, that was an awesome detective show.
Yeah, it's funny.
That very easily could have been
Who was in that?
Kate Winslet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
and it was brilliant.
It's still going,
It's
isn't
the
it?
one they suggest for you.
No,
to
I don't
end
think
a
it's.
True
It was a
Detective.
one shot. I don't think there's any follow up or anything like that. And it
Oh,
was-
just one season.
And it was great. That very easily could have been a True Detective season. I don't know what the source material was or anything like that, but Mayor of Easttown was awesome.
Me and Kush have talked about this after watching True Detective. It's like, yeah, you attach the True Detective name to it, and it kind of brings that kind of heritage with it, right?
Yeah.
Like that brand of story. And Kerry Fachnu or whatever the fuck his name is that created the show.
Yeah.
He
basically
came out and
exited
said
in the
he
second
came
season.
out and destroyed Night Country. Said it was awful.
He was
because
an
again, it's
executive
not
producer on it, though.
I know, and so was Woody, and so was Matthew,
yeah.
and so was Jody. So it's like I don't know how much that influences the show per se.
No,
You
I
know,
don't
so
think- I think it's just at one point they
We'll
talked
throw you
about
some
on
money.
the It's Always Sunny podcast about executive producers not really doing anything. It's just a chance.
I mean, that's
to-
what I'm saying.
to get
Yeah,
your
it's
name out
like
there. But no, maybe they should. Maybe they should just abandon True Detective altogether. HBO.
well, they're not going to because they just renewed it for season 5.
Well, yeah, but HBO also had the one series that was like a Stephen King, like some sort of monster that was eating people. I can't. Now this is
Oh, I know what you're talking
On
about.
HBO?
That
Yeah.
Ben Mendelsohn.
yes. So
Matt who? Mads Mikkelsen?
No, Ben Mendelsohn.
Oh, Mendelsohn.
Yeah, and
It's like the unknown or something.
and Jason Bateman was
That's
also in
cool.
it.
I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Ozark?
No. This is on HBO. I'm gonna have to get my phone out. to
Google
find
that
it.
shit,
Yeah.
Les.
That was really good, and that was a one-shot deal that they didn't have to. I guess stop worrying about follow-ups, but you got to answer to the shareholders. So
True. Very true, very true.
Especially after such a success.
After what such a success?
True Detective, Night Country.
I mean, I don't know if it was a success.
it was
I
the
mean,
most
people watched
successful
it.
season yet.
I think it was kind of.
People watched it.
I think it was kind of goofy to like basically have Matthew McConaughey's father from the first season, right? So like the ghost that the one lady saw, Travis Cole. So that was supposed to be like Rust Cole's dad.
I have no fucking idea what you're talking
In
about.
Night
there were
Country.
callbacks.
There
in
were
Night
callbacks-
Country to season
yeah.
1 that went nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Basically, yeah.
Well, I knew the swirly thing was a callback. I knew that.
But even that was like a callback.
and
but-
then they did show like that God damn it, what do you call it? The fucking mural from number 1 where Woody Harrelson was like running between the buildings,
I don't know.
and it was on the side of the house.
yeah,
Anyway,
Yeah, there were
was-
some- well, the
I
ones that
did
they-
see that callback.
I feel like they kind of build it as it might tie, things to the first season, but it never did.
no, it did.
And it was just like, oh, here's this little spirally shape. You remember that? Well, in this season, it doesn't really matter. This season, it was the symbol for the ISIS then, and you could fall through right here.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
yeah, no,
it just
so that
felt
was
like
kind of
they
cheap.
just
They didn't
used
really
it.
need to do that.
they bastardized
And
True
that
Detective.
movie, that series was called The Outsider, and it was really
The
good.
Outsider.
Yes.
I'll have to watch that.
I'm almost positive.
I
it
love
was a
Stephen King stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
So
And-
anyway, I mean, I thought the cast did good. Just the plot.
Yeah, it was well acted.
I mean, it was like, it was very well acted. I loved fucking what's his name, the dad. God,
Yeah.
he's in everything. He's in Miami Vice. He's in
Eastbound.
everything. Yeah, can't remember his fucking name, but God, he was great. Jodie
John-
but again, I just think you could have called this show Night Country, and it would have been just as good, just as successful.
John Fox.
Hawk sounds right. Yeah.
Anyways.
But it's like Hawkheads or some shit like that. Like 2 W's.
But yeah, no, it's a good. I think they've always nailed it with casting, and they've always
Oh,
had
yeah.
good acting. But
And the setting was good. I love the setting. It had that real thing kind of feel to it, where it's like out in the Arctic.
in the very first episode, and it had a like a DVD of the thing. I
yes,
thought that
I
was-
saw that.
yeah,
Yes,
that
I
was-
saw that.
So, yeah,
yes.
no, like I said, I liked it. It was entertaining for me. It was better than the second and the third seasons. It'd be
I'll have to
if
go
I
back
ranked
through.
True Detective, it would go 1, 2, 3, no 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1,
That's how I
4,
rank 'em.
3, 2. That's how
Okay.
I'll rank them.
Gotcha,
I'll
gotcha,
always be
gotcha.
ranking season 2 last.
As always, I always recommend you watch the shit and make your own determination. I mean, that's something you should do. Don't take anybody's word for it. All right. And we do know that they have been renewed for season 5, so we'll be expecting to see that probably soon.
By the same person that did this season.
Yeah.
Yes, this is
Season 5, Light Country.
Yeah, maybe it'll be Day Country.
You know what? Just
Day tripping.
do True Detective in another country altogether.
Interesting.
Have True Detective
Like Italy, like fucking Rome.
yeah, Europe.
Is that no good?
True
It's just
Detective
funny
Europe.
we went from Night Country to Foreign Country.
Well, that's not True Detective Japan, which that Tokyo Vice is good. I think that's
Yeah.
what it's called. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, it started in on a second season. The first season was cool.
Have you seen the trailer for Shogun?
No, but I heard you
FX?
talking about it.
Oh my God,
dude! FX is always cranking out.
dude! I mean, this looks like it could be the next Walking Dead.
I feel like
Game of Thrones.
FX has always done a good job taking risks, and also
and it's 100% certified too.
And they know
That's
when a
fucking
thing.
crazy.
Well, Shogun's not, but it's based on a book, right? And I feel like there was a miniseries years and years ago. Yeah, so it's
I know
got
about the
some source
miniseries.
material.
I didn't know about the book. So
I think it is all based on a book.
Okay.
But no, FX is awesome. They're risk takers.
I'm so excited. It's got that one guy that played Scorpion. I'm not even going to try to butcher his name in the new movie.
Oh, and
That's
he was
in Last
he
Samurai?
and he was in Westworld also.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's been all.
He's very cool.
So good. So good. I'm very excited for that. What I watched this week. I've really been getting into Black History Month. I'll be honest with you. I bought Glory. I bought 12 Years a Slave. I did watch that Emancipation movie with Will Smith, which was nothing like I thought.
Watch Roots.
Man, I don't know if I can sit through Roots. That's a tough one, just because of the length. Not because of,
Yeah, it would be. I don't know if you spent the entire
Birth of a Nation.
spent
that
the entire day watching Roots.
I mean,
I think you'd have to sleep for the entire next
I was
day.
going to say,
and then it would be
or blow your brains out.
upsetting sleep.
One or the other. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of that stuff.
Blade
I watched a little bit of Elimination Chamber. Blade? Is that what you said?
for Black History Month.
Okay.
I mean,
I guess. Yeah.
He was running
He was
around
black.
going, "Hey, yeah, there's not enough black vampire slayers out there." He was stepping up,
I saved that for vampires.
killing those white vampires.
Oh my God! This is turning into something so bad. Oh shit! By the way, Dr. Lewis, thank you for this book. I appreciate it. I'm looking
wow.
forward to reading it. Do you see this, Wes?
Yeah.
This is Regrettable Superheroes by John Morris.
Well, not every superhero can be Superman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, and when you think about that, you think about some of the characters that have like come and gone
Dr. Manhattan.
that just didn't make it. Well,
When we needed
kinda
him the
made it.
most, he turned his back on us.
Well, yeah,
It's funny. Peacemaker's in there, dude.
Is Peacemaker in here?
Yeah, I mean that came out before he was,
I
brought
guess
back.
I didn't know.
Are
anything
any
about
of the Guardians in there?
No.
Because
I mean, I'm
wasn't
sure
that
there
part
are
of
very
like
few-
Guardians? They were all a bunch
There-
of
there's
goofball rejects, and then all of a sudden it was like, hey, now this is actually
There's a
fun.
There's a fat guy who turns into a flying saucer.
That sounds
Holy
great.
shit!
Yeah.
I turned right to that page as he said that.
Wow.
There he is. I'll put him on there. Yeah.
Nice.
Fat Man the Human Flying Saucer. There you go.
Well, he's the inspiration for Blob, right? Wasn't Blob's thing like he had a gravity field around him?
And he
he
could
was so
turn
big,
into
he's
things?
like a
but
planet.
he couldn't really turn into a flying saucer and fly off into the air.
Well, if he wanted to. Well, he didn't need to. The flying
I don't
saucers
think
would.
he could've.
The
No.
flying saucers would
The
orbit
flying
him.
saucers.
Yeah, barbecue, honey mustard. They would be orbiting
That's how he
him.
became a blob. dude.
Yeah, it's
kept
like it
eating all that
becomes
sauce.
all that sauce circling around him like Saturn.
Spaghetti
Then
sauce.
he just holds out his nugget.
Holds out his nugget.
Out of the
Wes
sauce
named
orbit.
our episode this week.
Wait, what flying
Flying sauce.
Holds out
sauces?
his nugget.
Well, that's a good
Or
one
flying
too.
sauces.
Attack of the
Flying
flying sauces.
Flying
dude.
sauces.
Flying sauces and
I
the
like
nuggets.
There's aliens out there in the flying sauces.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh,
That's
shit.
good stuff.
That's good. Oh, man. So my son, without my knowledge, got a subscription to that Ubisoft Plus fucking shit, and so I get to play Skull and Bones for free. So I've been playing that a little
Play
bit.
some
I didn't realize that game was like years coming out.
Yeah.
Ghost Recon and some Division.
Division.
I
never
played
played
some
Division.
board
The
game.
Division. So the first game is cool and it's kind of seasonal.
I remember
When
you
it gets
were in the
when it
Division.
gets when it gets snowy and cold, the Division is fun to play. Also, in the years since COVID, the Division it's a virus that's like wiped out populations all over the world, and chaos has happened. So COVID didn't really result in chaos around us, although I did kind of doomsday prep a little bit.
What did you do?
Buying a lot of like non-perishables, and I even bought this straw that would like filter water because like my thought was like, Bree, if we can't get gas and I've got to walk down to the Canal River to get us water, then I could just fill up gallons of water, and we could use this straw to purify the Kanawha River water for us. Yeah, so it didn't take
Interesting.
It didn't take that turn.
Thankfully.
Thankfully, yeah.
You still have the straw?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you still?
Yeah,
have
it's
your-
in a box somewhere. My whole life is in a box.
Did you ever try the straw?
No, I mean, I
Take
had
some
no
dirty ass water and go.
Yeah, well, it didn't.
God, that's like gambling.
The society didn't break down. I didn't have to. Also, it would have been I would have had.
Yeah, but weren't you curious about it? I would have been curious about it.
I just assumed. Well, I guess that would be the thing, right? Like
And then
hoping.
he tries and it
Yeah.
doesn't work at all.
You're
dude.
like,
Like,
yeah.
A big thing of muddy water.
Yeah, and you get really sick. It's like, well, that straw was a mistake.
Oh, we were banking. I had the whole thing planned on this straw.
Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna do now.
Killing me today. Oh shit.
Anyway,
All right.
it's Ubisoft, so
Yeah, Ubisoft.
they make some fun and repetitive games.
You were saying something about board games. What you get?
Yeah,
a
we
board game?
played. My family played Everdell.
What's that?
It's like a worker placement creature game where
Okay.
you like build a little town.
Like
points.
Civilization kind
Whoever
of
has
thing?
the most points wins.
Gotcha. Who won?
Josh and his wife.
Yeah,
We
Josh
played
always
twice.
wins the games.
Well, I'd never played it before. They had experience playing this one.
Well, I still really want to get out there and play that Masters
One
game.
thing was cool though, dude, is like meeples, the little like wooden figures you use.
No.
This game had big ones that you could put a saddle on, and then your little meeples rode the big meeples.
What the fuck are meeples?
They're like
That's
little
the
wooden,
representatives of the peoples.
It's like your player token. Yeah.
Wait, so riding on it though? So what was that like an actual like a mount
Yeah.
a
Like a
mount?
horse?
Or was it like that one movie where the cities moved around on big wheels?
No, it was.
What the
animal
fuck movie are
mounts.
you talking about?
There was some movie where the cities were on
It
wheels.
was a Guillermo del Toro. film.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh,
England.
really?
England was a big city,
It's a big
city ship
disappointment.
that moved around and ate the other cities.
Big disappointment.
Yeah, it was not very good.
Apparently so, because I don't even know what the fuck you're
Interesting
talking about.
concept though. Big moving cities.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen.
Guillermo
it. I mean, I
doesn't
wish it would've been
fail
better.
doesn't fail often. So
He's
that's
a
interesting.
risk taker.
There you go. What you been watching, Christian? Did you watch Chamber? We're going to talk a little bit about it, but
A little
did you
bit.
watch
Yeah.
a little bit
I
of
watched Resident Alien now that they got it on Netflix.
That looks
What's
fun.
that shit?
I want to see that.
It's about an alien that pretends to be human.
it? Okay. Who's
Played by Alan Tudyk, I think.
Yeah.
Tudyk.
who's that? I don't know.
He's been in-
Yeah.
Very
was in,
funny. Very funny.
What
The,
was
the pirate guy from fucking Dodgeball, right?
Yeah.
He's a,
Yeah, and then the beloved Firefly series
was-
that
yes.
lasted what? That was 8 episodes, and people treat that like it was the greatest sci-fi ever. I don't get
You
it.
know they're bringing this shit back around.
But I like Nathan
I'm
Fillion.
hearing a lot of people talk more about Stargate now, like not the fucking
Yeah, I
crazy
didn't really get into
shit,
that one.
but like the original Kurt Russell.
I
film.
did not like that movie, and it
Nobody
and
did.
it
It
always blew
bombed.
my. But
I
but
liked it.
apparently
It
the
bombed.
series,
It
the
had cool
Stargate series
CGI
they made had big
True.
followings, and I didn't really ever get that. How
Well, you remember Phil? He was all into
Yeah.
that shit.
Well,
He was
and then I like, yeah,
Atlantis and all this shit.
Phil talked about this,
SG-1,
so I
dude.
tried it, and I nope.
She won.
But was it Phil that maybe recommended Battlestar? See, I really,
No, that was Brandon. Brandon
Okay,
recommended.
I
that to me.
really got into Battlestar.
Brandon recommended Battlestar to me, but I always kind of knew about Battlestar, being a nerd and watching Sci-Fi
Well,
Channel.
yeah, I remember hearing about.
I told
the
Brandon
old
about
Battlestar,
the show V. I told him about that one.
V
to
for
check that one
Victory?
out. V for whatever.
Vendetta.
That was a film. How about your arm, Christian? Is it healed up? Are you playing anything? or
No, it's still
still
tingling.
tingling.
He can board game. He
What
can
about you?
He can roll. Oh, I'm still playing Diablo.
Still playing Diablo. And you watch some night? Are you watching anything new or interesting that you've seen?
Well, I mean, I watched the Disney movie Wish
oh
with
yeah.
my wife and kid while I was playing Diablo.
Oh,
If they have movie night, I'm
you're
not-
allowed to play while they're watching the show.
I mean, well, Kate
It's
was
not frowned
even,
upon?
even Kate was like playing on her Kindle, so it's like if she's allowed to
so
play.
it's
on
just
her,
in the background.
yeah. So
Okay.
Bree watched it. It was kind of also the way we watched the Marvels. I was gaming. They watched the Marvels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I watched Emancipation. I was doing show prep.
At late at night, jeez.
I started
Very
watching
late, yes.
last night. I haven't finished it, but The Green Knight.
Oh yeah.
Martin Lawrence?
No,
No.
The Green Knight, which
Was that not the name of the movie?
Black Knight.
Oh.
Dude. God.
But it's Green Knight's an A24.
Well, he had a green shirt.
Green Knight's
Green
an A24
jersey?
He had a
production,
green jersey on.
and it was Sir Gawain. Gawain.
Isn't it Dev
Gawain.
Patel in it?
Yes. Yeah, so it's a
I've never watched
it's
it.
a Arthurian
I have it, but I've
tale.
never watched it. I heard.
Oh, okay. I remember.
But yeah,
this.
kinda deep.
Very indie. I remember this.
Well,
Okay.
that A24 production
Yeah,
company,
yeah.
they're awesome.
Talk about taking risks.
yeah. So I'd always kind of wanted to see it. I think I saw that it was available, that I could watch it on on Amazon. So I started it last night. Yeah, it was really cool.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I haven't finished it yet.
Do y'all remember Cool as Ice with Vanilla Ice?
Yes.
You remember that movie?
Yeah, they had some cool motorcycles in it.
I bought it. It was $1. So I now own that movie on digital.
I feel like my brother and I watched that, and we liked it as kids because we were both into motorcycles. And
well, yeah.
yeah, there were some cool motorcycles.
Well, there's a
in that.
riff tracks for it too now, apparently, which I would love to go and watch. I bet it's hilarious. But yeah, for all you kids out there, there was this white rapper before Eminem, and he was named Vanilla Ice, and he was in this movie called Cool as Ice.
Yes.
And he was he played himself pretty much, a musician.
Yes.
That rode on Kawasaki Ninja motorcycles that were really souped up.
And then it became a whole greasers and socias.
Yeah, then it got real weird. And
They attacked one guy's motorcycle.
Yes, and yes, the other guy had a
They
Corvette.
caused real damage to it.
Yeah, beating it with a bat.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah,
I never seen it.
it's gripping.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Now, it was no dirt bike kid though. That, like I said, my brother and I, we like dirt bikes and motorcycles, so Dirt Bike Kid.
That takes me back.
I feel like there was a movie called Rad.
Yeah,
That
was
BMX.
skateboarding.
That was BMX.
Oh, okay, yeah, BMX.
Now there was a skateboarding movie.
No, there was a skating movie, like
Solar
rollerblades.
Babies.
Solar Babies. That doesn't sound real.
That is a real movie.
It is real. Yeah, no, it is real.
Was Jason
What was
Patrick
that
in that?
Maybe.
That was
What was it? Airborne was the name of the fucking rollerblading movie.
Okay.
It was about this kid that was like a surfer in California, and he's forced to
he plays.
move
He's
to Ohio.
like playing hockey or something.
Yeah,
because he's
and
good.
Jack Black's in it, uncredited.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So
No,
yeah.
and then the other obscure one I was going to say.
And then Seth Green's in that shit too. I forgot.
Okay.
He's the little cousin or whatever. Little fucking cousin.
the guy called people bruh. And
Yeah,
then they
yeah,
Did
exactly.
he just call me bra?
Dude, why you call me bra, bro? Yeah.
Last really obscure
Yeah.
sport from the 80s. I guess that are real sports now. I think it was called Gleaming the Cube.
Oh yeah. Oh, my
Christian
brother.
Slater.
Zach Wes just hollered about your favorite movie when you were a kid. God damn that movie. I hated that fucking movie.
Skateboarding and murder and vengeance.
Oh, it was so ridiculous.
What's
It was
the-
so
where does
ridiculous.
the cube
Christian
I
Slater.
have why it was
That's
titled
the
that,
name of some
no
kind
idea.
of fucking move, I
Oh,
think.
Okay.
Yeah, some kind of fucking
I just remember
Dude,
there was at
Gleam
one
the
point
form.
like
Yeah, something like
put
that.
these
something
wheels
Pauly
on your
Shore would
skateboard,
say.
you'll be able to skate faster to evade the bullets.
It made the bullets.
They were shooting at him?
Christian
it
Slater
was so
had
ridiculous.
an Asian older brother who
Yeah.
got murdered
Yeah, yep.
for some reason.
Don't know why.
And somehow he could fix it all by skateboarding.
Yep, and he could skate fast.
Christian Slater is a cool guy, though.
New wheels.
I don't know what he's done as an adult, but he was cool.
He's been doing a bunch of like straight to video shit. That's
Prince
all.
of Thieves, Will Scarlet.
Will Scarlet. Nothing but piss and wind.
It's probably the last movie I saw with
Cuffs.
him in it.
I love Cuffs. I own Cuffs.
Never saw that. I
Cuffs
think
is
I know what you're
good.
talking about.
That's where he breaks the fourth wall a
But
lot.
Christian Slater in the next True Detective.
I'd watch it. Stephen Dorff did
I
fucking
know
amazing.
that's what I'm thinking. Like
Yeah.
pull a person out of obscurity. Season 5 True Detective, Ron Perlman and Christian Slater.
Corey Feldman.
Ron Perlman,
No,
your favorite.
Corey Feldman's still not allowed in Hollywood.
Especially since he's still acting the way he acts. He's still dancing around
He
like an
could
idiot.
be in Frog Brother.
Dude, I feel so...
or if the other one's still alive, Frog Brothers.
I mean, if he's alive, he's probably smart enough to not fucking come around. But, I mean...
But he had it's a sad story with him.
Corey
so I'm not
Feld-
making fun of him.
The brother?
Corey Feldman?
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I mean...
But he's still doing it, Wes.
Why is he dancing and making
He's
music
still
like
dancing
that?
and
Oh, I
making
know.
music
I
instead
know.
of fucking
Well,
acting.
let him do it.
Why is he doing it?
Why not?
Nobody's going to buy it.
I mean, people.
And
some people
do
are going
you
to
not
his
feel
shows.
uncomfortable when
Yeah,
you watch
it's
him
cringy.
perform?
Yeah, it's cringy.
Christian, I feel uncomfortable when I watch him perform.
I feel uncomfortable
I feel
hearing
like he's
him talk
drunk.
and everything. but I feel bad for him. I think there's a lot of truth to what happened to him. You know, I mean, he's basically like saying he was sexually abused in Hollywood.
But why aren't his handlers?
I don't think he
being
can
like,
afford
dude,
a handler.
please stop doing this shit. You're making a fool of yourself right now.
But also there is no making a fool of yourself. If somebody is going to record you doing a thing and it's, then why not do it, right?
You ought to
don't
call
know. He
Corey,
needs to
dude.
have
You ought to
more-
be his
Maybe
friend.
he's rage. Maybe it's rage bait.
He kind of needs to be more like Charlie Sheen and just in your face with it. And just,
Well, Charlie,
You're talking
But
about go further is what you're
but
talking
Charlie
about.
Sheen hasn't done anything in a. I mean, when was the
Well,
last time he
thank
made
God.
it?
I mean, dude, he was about to
But it, I
get
mean,
arrested and
yeah,
die.
but I'm not watching Charlie.
but is he
dancing.
all syphilis brained and crazy now? Now we're gonna get sued by Charlie Sheen.
Probably running for president, dude.
I don't have syphilis.
I've got tiger blood.
Yeah.
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 All right. Oh, God. It's always great shows.
Detractor.
Yeah, let's go. All right, let's get into the show. Let's take care of our RIPs. Not much happening this week in terms of passings, but we did have one treasured character. You guys remember the movie Porky's? Yes? Remember that movie? I know Wes does.
Yes.
Kind of.
If you remember the guy that they called Meat? Remember that?
Yeah.
So Tony Ganios, I'm going to say. Is that how you say his name, probably? He had a big role in Porky's, and he was also in
I don't know what the coming of age comedy
The
drama
Wonders.
The Wanderers.
The Wanderers.
is.
But yeah, it's
I know that song though.
They call me the Wanderer. That one.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure we're talking about the same thing. I saw him a lot in the '80s. I can't remember like anything where he jumped out, but he was great in fucking Porky's. Porky, I need to go back and watch that. It's been a minute since I watched Porky's.
Yeah, you should watch it with your daughter.
Yeah.
Definitely shouldn't watch it with my daughter.
Why do they call him Meat?
Okay.
It was a penis reference.
You guys make
Favorite.
Zip doesn't want to say penis.
you guys make a valid point.
Dude, I saw a guy kick a tree and the tree went, "My treenus."
Oh man, I almost blew snot out of my nose.
Don't get it on the mic.
It was in a
It might be.
cartoon, I
There
think.
might be now. Wow.
Where did you hear that?
I think it was in a cartoon I was watching.
Hit me in the treenus. Oh God! That
Any
hurt.
more? Any more RIP?
No, that's the only one. So
Sorry,
all our
Meat.
best to Tony Ganios, 64, the star from Porky's.
Rest in meat peace.
You both enjoyed Borderlands, right? Did you play?
game?
I know you did.
Played the hell out of Borderlands 2.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Played
it
them
was
all, I think.
amazing.
Played them all. Did you guys watch the new trailer that came out for the
Yes.
new movie?
Yeah.
I feel like I'd forgot that he was even coming out. And then the trailer.
Well,
I
it's
think
been
looks,
a minute. I mean, it's been a while.
I think it looks great.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it'll be entertaining.
I
which
like
is all
Jack
I
Black
care
as the
for it to be.
robot. That's
I
kind
wish
of
they had
yeah.
the original voice actor.
that's yeah.
Well, they didn't even have him
Well, I
in
know
the third
apparently there's
Borderlands, right?
drama behind the
Yeah.
scenes.
Oh, there's drama with the voice of the robot?
Yeah, apparently I guess he did the first 2 games for free, and then he wasn't with the company anymore for the third one, and they wouldn't hire him and pay him.
And it may have had
Oh,
something to
man.
do with SAG-AFTRA because,
Oh.
yeah, he's a legit voice actor.
Right.
No, this looks great. Some of the
I
comments.
mean, it looks
on-
like the game.
I think people
know?
are frustrated, like, well, it's not like the story and whatever. Who
How the
cares?
fuck
Just-
do you do that? It's a
I don't
video
know.
game.
I don't
dude.
know, but it looks fun.
I wish the Tiny Tina character was a little more crazy.
Yeah, I kind of thought she'd be a little crazy.
Well-
I like that. I like that scene with the piss. And Kevin Hart. What? I don't remember his character.
Roland.
If he's gonna be Roland, but Roland seemed to be a pretty serious person.
yeah, I
not-
was like-
not like wisecracky.
Well, he's
Yeah.
definitely billed as Roland.
But no, I like that.
he's
I'm not
billed
gonna-
as Roland.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it looks great. I think it looks fun.
It looks really fun. Anyway, we got the trailer posted on our Facebook page. It looks really
I,
good.
in
If you're a fan of the
Borderlands
game,
2,
yeah, go ahead.
I played as Salvador, who was kind of a squat little guy.
The Gunzerker.
Yeah, he could,
Maybe that'll be like
he
the
was fun.
the Easter egg in the
Oh,
in
and
the movie.
Zero, the assassin.
Sniper. Too.
Second
Good music in
Borderlands.
those games too.
In Borderlands,
Yeah.
for sure. All right, I had to put this story up here because Christian posted it. I specifically avoided posting it.
Dude, I got a Google alert set up for Tom Cruise.
Now I
movies.
recognize that
Good.
director's name,
Yeah.
but I can't think of what he directed.
Alejandro G.
Oh, you said
Inarritu, who directed The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio. And, of course, this was incredible. The film, The Revenant, was incredible. Went on to win many awards. Not for Leo, though. Or
Got a
did he?
bear.
Is
Got a
that
big
the one
old
he
bear.
won for? Is that the one he won for? Or
I have
has he
no
won
idea.
yet? I can't remember. Anyway, for some goddamn reason, this guy wants to make a movie with Tom Cruise. I don't know why. I figured you'd want to go get an actor.
Because he's a blockbuster.
Fuck him.
He's a walking blockbuster.
He's a walking
and
dickhead is what he is.
Dude,
You know,
in
every
this
time-
movie, Tom Cruise is going to rape a bear.
Probably.
every time I've ever listened to your podcasts and Zip goes on his rants about Tom Cruise, he makes nothing but entertaining movies, though.
What about that mummy?
I know
one?
he's nuts. And if it's like one of those, like, I don't want to support this guy because he's nuts in Scientology, I get it. But I don't think I've ever seen a Tom Cruise movie that wasn't entertaining.
Yeah,
Oh, wait. Born on the 4th of July, because that movie was depressing as hell. And it was based on a real guy's story. So that might be the saddest Tom Cruise movie. But other than that, I don't think I've ever seen a movie that didn't
He's just not a
entertain.
good actor, Wes. He's a horrible fucking actor.
Not every movie needs to win. He doesn't
and he's
care.
got this Napoleon complex with everybody.
You don't need Daniel
If he had
Day-Lewis and
I'm
Mission
not talking to
Impossible.
you.
I agree. Yeah, not every movie. He's
Well, then I can hate him.
yeah. Feel free to.
I
I'm just
will.
saying. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that didn't entertain me that he
In
was in.
defense of Tom Cruise.
And it's not like every time he has a movie, I've got to see it. But it's kind of like, oh, there's nothing else to watch. Well, there was
do
this
have
Tom
to
Cruise
see it,
movie.
dude. It's
All
a
right, I'll
must-see
take it.
event.
I'll take a watch.
I still haven't
gander.
watched Maverick. Fuck it. I'm protesting this man for the rest of my life.
That's fine.
I will
But
never watch another one of his
but
movies.
there's not a lot of other people
unless
that are
it
doing
was
that.
made prior to 1995.
Yeah, you're in the minority here,
I
globally
know.
speaking.
I know.
It's okay.
He's
I
a
know.
pretty popular guy.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But one day,
He was in Legend.
dude, I'm not saying he hasn't made good movies. I love Days of Thunder.
That's what I
Oh
was
yeah,
thinking.
That's
Gold
like
Trickle.
one of my favorite movies of all time,
Yeah.
right? I love The Last Samurai.
Well-
Amazing film,
You
right?
talked about Cocktail.
I love
Business.
Cocktail, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, he's made good movies. But what he's become now, I can't even stand it. I can't
International
stand-
superstar.
No, international dickhead is what it is.
Now he
He
is the
he
legend.
is cringy. Yeah, I mean, I still remember the video of him jumping up and down on
Oh.
Oprah's couch cushions
You
or
called
whatever.
that guy glib?
That was weird.
You
Oh
God.
yeah, but
And
no,
all, all those weird interviews
so when he's not
he has,
when he's not in the public space, in Tropic Thunder,
Yeah.
he was.
that
it
is
was,
a rarity, and I don't even know how that should happen.
Well-
I would love to know the backstory behind that.
but it was great.
Careful.
And Matthew McConaughey also in that movie. No, the movie Collateral is a Tom
Okay.
Cruise movie where you kind of stop realizing that it's Tom Cruise that's on screen.
You know, you have just named quite possibly one of the only examples I can think of that
it's because
confirms
it was
what
Michael
you're saying.
Mann. It was because it was Michael Mann, and it's
Where he actually commits to the role and not to himself.
yeah.
You know? And that's my problem. Is if you're going to be a fucking actor, commit to the role. But if you get committed to yourself, you just end up a prick.
Wait till you see Batista in Dune 2, dude.
They finally fully
that's a
fleshed his
whole
character
different
out.
thing, right?
No, dude.
I'm looking forward to
it
do-
confirms his acting, dude. I mean, it's
Well,
like,
yeah. Hey, I'm more power to that guy.
Fuck
I
both
don't,
of them.
I don't have a problem with him. Can't wait till he's a superstar like Tom Cruise. Can't wait till they're in a movie together and Zip just has a heart attack or an aneurysm or both.
What's
We'll
going to
name-
be horrible is they're
we'll
going to
name
be
Zip's heart
they're going to
attack,
be in a
Tom
Batman
Cruise
or a
and
Superman movie
Oh,
eventually.
great.
And
We'll
I'm
be
gonna
at
have
Zip's
to-
funeral. What killed Zip? Well, Tom Cruise and Dave Batista being in a movie together.
Tom Cruise.
It was
That would do it.
so
Tom Cruise cast as Batman.
First thing that ever happened.
Oh, that makes my chest hurt just thinking about it.
and Dave Batista's Bane. Zip's dead.
I would probably roll over and die. You're right. I'd be like, I can't take it. I can't
What are
take
they
this.
doing? What are they doing?
What is happening? I can't even
The
take
world
it.
is against me. It's like the Truman Show.
I will not follow that story because I hate Tom Cruise, but maybe Christian will post about
Hey,
it.
this girl's in Resident Alien.
She's a woman.
My bad.
We're We're talking about Linda Hamilton. Wes is a huge Linda Hamilton Terminator 2 fan. Yeah.
Oh, just a huge Terminator 2 fan in
mostly.
general. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was her. I feel like that was her best
Oh,
work.
yeah, sure.
You know, I mean,
She was a badass.
talking about totally changing your appearance, like,
Yep.
you know. But she has come out and said in the last week that she is, quote, done with the character Sarah Connor in the Terminator franchise. Good.
They
Yeah,
need to
that's
bring
fine.
back the
They need
Sarah
to put it to
Connor
bed.
Chronicles.
And-
No, they don't.
And Arnold
Nope.
needs to go ahead
I
and
was gonna
ride off
say-
into the sunset with her.
Arnold needs to be right behind her going, yeah, me too. Same
Hey,
here.
Just end it. We don't need any more Terminator.
Again, it's
Wait-
never going to be as good as it
Wait
was.
50 years until we're 80 years old and then
Reboot
make a
it.
Terminator movie.
Reboot it.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen like the last few of them.
I haven't
even know
either.
what's
I
going
did
on.
that.
I didn't
one.
see that
I
one.
saw that one and it's cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the one where he jumps out of the helicopter and uses himself as a fucking cannonball?
I don't even know. Maybe I can't remember. But
I'm telling you,
the
there's
people-
some crazy shit
the
I've seen in these new
people
Terminator
on,
movies.
you know, the supporting cast was cool.
But I'm with you. I haven't seen the last few couple or whatever. I think I saw the beginning of the one where John Connor ends up being one of the fucking Skynet robots.
Yeah, that Genesis, that was not very good.
Oh, God.
I watched it anyway, but it wasn't very good. I
couldn't
may
even
have-
get through it.
May have even watched it in the theater.
It was worse than 3.
The best Terminator movie since
2.
Judgment Day was
Salvation.
yeah. That was
Salvation.
what Christian Bale,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah.
the best.
And why?
Since Terminator.
Because it didn't have Arnold in it. It didn't have any of the bullshit in it.
well, it was CGI Arnold in the end. and
Yes,
it was cool.
but for very briefly, just
Yeah.
enough for a callback, and then you're done, and then it's back to the movie the way
Yeah.
it should be. That's
So,
the way that should.
yeah,
and it turns out that was the least popular one.
Well, also too, if you really start thinking about Terminator, could just be an endless loop, right? Like
Time is a flat.
Terminator
circle.
goes back
Well,
in
that
time.
was the idea of Genesis.
Well,
right?
and also it's like, why would you not just go to that same day all over and over again, right? If you could time travel and you're trying to kill,
and you know what's going to happen.
you're trying to kill
Right.
John Connor's mom,
blow up that fucking factory
and,
in the first
and
movie.
you don't succeed, but then you're like, you know what? Let's try this again. But let's just go a few years later when he's a kid. Why not just be like, nope, it's pop back in the time machine and just restart the same day again.
Well, that's why we've got to have rules.
So you can do the
Can't do
Groundhog Day of Terminator movies.
Right. Interesting.
To Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's the most successful science fiction actor in the history of science fiction films.
Really?
Terminator,
Yeah.
Predator,
Yeah. Yeah.
Total Recall.
Conan. You could certainly say
Yeah,
Conan.
fantasy.
It's fantasy. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Arnold,
Schwarzenegger needs to do more sci-fi.
because back in the day, because he was a freak, you know, with
Total
that
Recall.
body.
No, Total Recall is awesome.
Yeah.
I watch that once a year.
That's
so,
that's held up to
and-
me.
Yeah, the sci-fi in that and the story.
All of Arnold's movies from
Yeah.
the 80s hold up to me. But maybe that's just because I'm biased, you know. I mean, it could be why.
You know why Arnold wasn't in RoboCop?
Why?
Too big for the suit.
Really?
Yeah, it just would have. Just pieces of metal just would have flew off of him.
Do you know why Jean-Claude Van Damme wasn't the Predator?
He hated it. He intentionally injured a guy on set, right? Just to get fired from the movie.
Fired.
But also,
Because he looked like a big fucking lizard at the time. And,
And,
you never saw his face.
it was well, there was no point in him being the Predator. You
No,
didn't
there
need
was
him to be the Predator.
No, I think I just think it's a funny story.
Like
right?
when Les Claypool tried out for Metallica. He didn't
Oh, yeah.
He didn't need to be in Metallica. He
No,
was
he
going to be his own thing.
Yeah.
Even though it broke his heart. But
I mean,
it did
well,
not
you know,
break
it's
Jean-Claude's
Metallica.
heart.
No, it didn't. Actually, for the best. Moving on, we had a kind of a photo that James Gunn shared last week that was following the first table read for Superman Legacy. We have that picture available on our Facebook if you want to look at it. It's the cast. It's
Is that
Corn
the Superman
Sweat.
guy?
Yes, this
That's
is
gonna be
David
the
Corn
guy?
Sweat's the Superman guy. This is the guy. And then another story was released shortly thereafter during the table read that displayed each person's name and who they were playing. Now, pay particular attention to the Superman emblem. This emblem is very reminiscent of the Kingdom Come series in comics, which is a story about an older version of the Justice League training a newer version. And this has got people thinking that this may be the way that James Gunn will head with Superman when Legacy drops. And I mean, again, I feel like it's also way too early, and that could have just been because that logo, I think that's the one they're using for that animated show on HBO as well. So I don't know that, but it does, and I have the book. There it is. I have the book. That logo that he's wearing there like that. And like you see, he's an older Superman. He's got the gray.
He's got Lawrence Fishburne's sunglasses on from The Matrix.
Anyway, you can make your own opinion and check out the photos. We got them on our Facebook page. That's a big commitment if you're going the Kingdom Come route. I doubt that. I think they're way too early to tell what's going to happen with that.
Or they just don't want it to look too much like an S.
Possibly.
They want it to be edgy.
Make it
Possibly.
X.
Yeah, X-Man. Oh, we already got one of those. We got a whole bunch of them.
Super X-Man.
What letters do we got?
T-Man.
Where's Z-Man, dude? Come
That's
on.
you, Zip.
Z-Man. You're thinking of something.
I was just trying to think. Are there other lettered men? People?
Mr. Terrific. He goes by T.
That have their letter on their Robin.
Yeah.
Arm Man.
But he's not R-Man.
He's not Arm Man. Well,
That's great. He's
Superman's not
R-Man.
S-Man. What the
Sman.
hell? Sman!
You think it's kind of a corny name, though?
Superman?
In retrospect.
I mean,
Superman.
Back then, no.
I mean, they didn't really come up with
Yeah,
a lot
they
of
didn't have a lot. Yeah.
A lot of original names.
Batman? I mean, come on.
Batman. He's
Spider-Man.
Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly. Captain America.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, it's just kind of the thing. I threw this story up because I thought it'd be an interesting discussion because Superman Legacy and the Fantastic Four with Pedro Pascal and all that, we talked about it last week, will open in July of 2025, competing against each other. And there's two ways that you can look at this, I think. Number one, it's stupid because you're competing and you're going to take away audience. Or you bring back the summer blockbuster. Do you guys remember the summer blockbusters? How fucking awesome they used to be?
Yeah, I think streaming killed that.
You mean like Barbieheimer?
Even bigger. Like, I'm thinking, remember when fucking, like, it was, God, you can go back. Lord of the Rings and fucking
No, going back
Matrix and fucking, you know, what was,
when we grew up, 80s, 90s.
Independence
Kids
Day.
movies.
Yeah, I start thinking Wild West and all
Right.
that shit. It just doesn't happen like that anymore. Barbie Oppenheimer, that's a fucking fluke.
I don't think it ever will.
No?
Man. No, because of streaming, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I
intentionally waited for Godzilla
minus.
-1 because I didn't want to go in the theater. I wanted to wait for it to stream.
I'm old. I like to
Yeah.
pause it and go pee and then come back and hit play.
Turn on the subtitles.
There's no pause button in the theaters.
Yeah. Okay, so control is really
And
what...
comfort. And I
Yeah,
don't have to
well,
be around
yeah.
those damn kids and their
Well,
phones.
you know, I mean, in other cities, though, theaters are a lot more comfortable nowadays.
Okay,
Used to
not
be
comfort,
out in public.
not comfort like my ass in the seat. Like just comfort zone entirely.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I got you.
So I don't know if those days will ever come back.
What are your thoughts, CJ?
I don't know. Like I said, I made my thoughts clear. Barbieheimer did it. Why can't this do it?
Yeah,
Go for it. I wish them both well.
it's going to be interesting. No matter what happens, it'll be interesting.
Except neither of those guys are going to be in any of those movies.
Yeah, that's true. But they had to find pictures.
Hey, but I
somewhere.
like the guy that's going to be Thing in Fantastic Four, I suppose.
Eddie.
Yeah, that guy's
Oh
awesome.
no, wait. That's who's Eddie playing? Johnny. Who's playing the Human Torch?
Anyways, that guy, what Christian was trying to say, and I don't know, I couldn't even tell you what his name is or how to even pronounce it.
Bachrach?
But he is really cool. He's in that show, The Bear,
The Bears.
and it's a great series, and he's a great actor in it.
What's he doing, the bear?
Just
Is he funny?
works.
Or is he an
He's
asshole?
The Bear is funny. It's serious. It's classic FX.
I know,
Like
what's his
Rescue
role?
Me.
Everything. He's a complex character.
I've never even been in the restaurant where they have a role like he does, because it's a fancy restaurant. What the Bear becomes in the beginning, he's just a guy that works at a restaurant and is like just yelling at people. Like, I didn't have extensive restaurant experience. I worked at a restaurant and a hotel. Zip had more, but it was fun. There is a whole lot of yelling and screaming and cussing.
Yeah.
and misogyny and
Yeah.
that series kind of depicts it pretty well. But they go from that type of place to a nicer place where they still have all of those things. But he's a great actor. He was really cool in Andor. And I wish him well. Like, I'm happy he's going to get a movie that's going to get him paid.
Yeah.
And looking forward to seeing more of that guy in TV and film.
Awesome. Good
That's
shit.
my part about there. That's me being positive about Fantastic Four.
I like it.
It won't ever happen again.
Okay, that's fine. Moving along, we do know that the director of the new Jurassic film, tentatively named Jurassic 7, walked out of the production. Universal's not fucking around because they're bringing in Godzilla and Rogue One director Gareth Edwards to direct the Jurassic 7 film. Suddenly, I'm interested.
Gareth Edwards is cool.
So, and again, Gareth Edwards did the Godzilla movie that kicked off the whole Monarch shit and all that.
And Rogue One, right? And
He did
Andor.
Rogue One, yep.
Didn't he
I
do
think
that
he produced
Monsters
Andor.
movie too?
Did he
What
not
one?
direct any episodes of it?
Probably.
I feel like he may have directed a couple.
He might have
episodes.
directed a couple.
Anyway,
But
good luck.
that's just that's throwing some money behind that franchise. You know, I mean, Gareth is
Does it say who the previous director was?
yeah, it's David something, David Lynn,
Somebody we don't know.
David Lech.
Does it really need a director though? Like what Christian was saying the last time I was here about Jurassic
David
Park
Cope.
movies. They're gonna make it's gonna make $1 billion anyway. I mean, your director could be a AI chatbot, and you're gonna make $1 billion.
Well, I mean, don't you
But
think
good
you
for
still
him.
need that presence though to kind
I
of
don't know.
move the story a
To
little
get
bit?
people like us to want to watch it, I guess.
Maybe. Interesting point, though. I mean, like what? Back in the day, you had to have the director because there was a lot of acting going on. In a Jurassic World movie, how much acting is
I
going on?
mean, I guess it's a director to really be like, you focus on this green ball. It's gonna be a dinosaur. You treat this little green tennis ball like it's a T-Rex.
Run!
So yeah, I get. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
maybe other directors like I can't do it, and because I don't think I could. How could I convince anybody to treat this tennis ball like it's the scariest thing you've ever seen in your life? I couldn't. So
I don't think you know how
Interesting
directors
point.
work,
Yeah, I think
I
you're
don't.
a little confused.
no, I don't.
dude. I need to persuade you to act like this.
Please do this for me.
Hit this mark. Stand
Anyway,
here.
Another movie that is scheduled for July of 2025, Jurassic 7, is based off a screenplay by David Cope. So no, it doesn't
Wait.
say who the other director
okay.
was. So
That's a lot going on.
That's not
a
a-
lot going on in
That's
July
not a Jurassic
2025.
right there, though. That's a Godzilla.
Well, that's because Gareth
Because
directed
it killed-
Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
killed T-Rex.
I'd be on board. Godzilla's allowed to kill T-Rex.
I
Just
would
not
think
other
so.
dinosaurs.
I would think so. Right. That's what I would think. So we do know that Beetlejuice 2 just wrapped filming. Beetlejuice is the name of the film.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice Deuce. Michael Keaton did an interview with People Magazine and talked about a little bit why he jumped back into the franchise, and explained he was of course hesitant because again, and I'm nervous about this. I'll be honest, even with what they have with Michael and Tim and Winona and the practical effects and all that shit, I'm still worried about this movie because God, I'm so against them touching shit that doesn't need to be touched.
It's not going to have any effect on the first one, though.
That's not so much what I worry about.
wreck
I worry
like
about
everything.
wreck like the legacy of it. You know?
There's not. I don't know.
I
What's
mean-
the legacy of Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice the cartoon
The furniture you steal
that didn't really have
There's
much
a lot.
to do.
I mean, there's a
I
lot
like
of
the
iconic
cartoon.
shit.
I mean,
from Beetlejuice.
I you know me. I love this movie,
I know.
Did you like the
but I
cartoon?
don't think that there's going to be anything about. And so it's like I'll like it or I won't like it, but it won't. It's
gonna ruin
There won't be a
Beetlejuice
thing
for
like
you.
that's it. Never going to watch Beetlejuice again because of what they did in
No.
this Beetlejuice.
saying that.
Ruin the whole character for
Yeah.
me.
I'm
The-
just saying.
The
I'm
very
just saying.
idea.
Delete this from my streaming.
You know,
Siri.
you got a diamond that's shining very brightly. Why tarnish it? You know, it's like because that's all this could do. I don't think it's going to make anything better.
No, but it might be
Right.
a fun hour and
I
a
mean,
half.
yeah,
That's what I'm hoping.
Entertainment.
Of course, I'm hoping. But anyway, he said that he was very hesitant and cautious. Said that, of course, when Tim joined and they agreed that they had to keep to the formula of the first film, that made him sign and said, he says, quote, "You got to get this right. Otherwise, just don't do it. Just go on with our lives and do other things." And we all know Michael's a lot like that because of the Batman character. I mean, it wasn't until recently that he showed any interest in playing that character at all. Because he doesn't look at it to him, it's acting. He's like Robert Downey Jr. has been recently, where he's like, "I'm not Iron Man. I'm a fucking actor."
Did you see Flash?
I didn't. Nope.
Don't.
I watched some other Michael Keaton movie once where he's like a CIA trains assassins guy, and that movie was pretty dumb. So, but Michael, it was terrible. But Michael Keaton is cool. But yeah,
you know what I watched the other day, Wes?
What?
Desperate Measures. Remember that one?
Yeah,
with Andy Garcia.
Yeah, Andy Garcia needed a organ transplant for his
bone
kid.
marrow transplant,
and Michael Keaton was a psycho killer.
Yeah,
he had to take desperate measures.
No, Michael Keaton's awesome. I also feel like this is the thing we've heard over and over again with other movies.
Yeah,
Predator franchise. We really want to do this one right.
Yeah,
we really want to do this one right this time, better than the last time we want to do it right. So whatever, let it be fun and let's have fun.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to, like I said, won't ruin anything for me.
Yeah, instead of worrying about getting it right, worry about making a good movie.
Yeah, just make money and make the shareholders happy and make the audience happy too.
Well, see, here's my opinion.
But it's a reset.
And I always bring up that, right.
I want more original stuff. I think everybody does.
Right. Well, and here's the bitch of it. That RoboCop remake they did with Joel Kinnaman.
Yeah.
You take that and you call it fucking Cyborg Cop.
Police robot.
Yeah, anything. It was a good movie. It was actually good. But
it was a RoboCop.
But
they should just add
because you tie it. Yeah, that's what they used to do in comics. It's like we need a new Batman title, Batman 2099. That's what they did. So I'm saying, why do you have to always grab something that was fucking famous?
You're hoping to bank on it.
Yeah,
right.
No, it's all.
No, he's right.
It's economics and it's shareholder stuff, and it's not taking a risk anymore. And
but RoboCop was made during a time where the story fits. It doesn't fit in any other time. In reality, you can't make that shit today. The way it was, the symbolism is what I'm talking about, right? The corporate greed.
Yeah, you can't make Revenge of the Nerds today.
Can't make Porky's today.
Again, I'm talking about certain.
I'm talking about bullying.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah,
you can't have bullying in your movie.
But also, it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell's Total Recall. I watched that too.
God, that wasn't
very good.
God awful.
And they didn't need to do it, but they did it anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
But then you do things like Dune, which was awesome. And so much better than the
80s one.
Yeah, which I watched that one too, and it's like, man, this is really goofy.
With what they had to work with, I mean,
even in that one, it seems like the story that they had, it just made it seem so goofy. Yeah. Still, so kudos to making a good Dune now.
You make a great point. Sometimes it works.
Right.
Dawn of the Dead. I mean,
cool.
I think that worked, right?
Yeah. I'm going to put this down.
Batman Begins. I mean, well, then you're getting into the mud a little bit with superheroes. But, yeah, I see your point. So, it can be good or bad.
Maybe we just have a good mix.
But, I mean, I think you have to think about when you're making a remake, you have to think about all the aspects of the thing that you're remaking. When it was made, the tone, the fucking, what made it popular, and all that stuff, and sometimes it just doesn't fit, and I think RoboCop was one of those because Paul Verhoeven, the director, had a very specific message, and it was about 80s corporate greed, and the 80s coke fueled fucking crazy ass crime bullshit, right? So you try to turn that, you're going to turn off the fans of the original one because they're going to be like, it's not like the original, because it can't be.
RoboCop always took a backseat for me as far as other 80s sci-fi movies went anyway, though. So maybe the new one wasn't very popular because it just wasn't strong enough to be.
Probably. Maybe.
Terminator was cooler than RoboCop for me.
I mean, again, I think you're talking about two completely different kinds of
robot things, robot guys.
But I'm talking about the stuff
RoboCop.
around it. I'm talking about the stuff around it.
Yeah.
Not so much the actual characters, but the stuff around it. But anyway, I digress. We kind of spoke on this. The Crow remake coming from Lionsgate is going to be released this summer, just in time for the original film's 30th anniversary. It is scheduled to hit U.S. theaters on June 7th of this year. The original one hit theaters in May 11th of 1994.
Who's playing Skank?
I don't know, like...
They bring
See,
back
because-
Is this
Skank?
going to be just a Crow movie?
Well,
And
no, I believe it's supposed to be
or are you
based
gonna
off
have
James
Eric
O'Barr.
Draven and
I think it's based off James O'Barr's books, which the original one was too. But I don't know what characters, because I never read those, because they were always kind of weird. But no, I don't know. I don't know what characters from the original will be reappearing in the new one. I don't know. It's a good question.
Skank was just a fan favorite.
I think they were all fan favorites, actually.
Skank's dead.
Yeah.
Stupid ass hair.
10.
But even the Crow.
You are a huge Crow fan.
I am a
Russ.
fan,
So,
but it wasn't.
this is why
it wasn't mainstream.
No, it
you
wasn't.
know.
No. Well, I think without the
I
death
think
of
now
Brandon
what is
Lee,
it now probably a cult classic.
yeah, I would give it that.
And
status.
everything that happened with Brandon Lee.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
kind of
lot
superseded
of
how good the
people-
movie was.
I
right?
think that got a lot of people to see it just because of what had happened, and it was awesome. So I'm not taking anything away from that. But then the follow-ups weren't great.
Oh God, well,
So, but the story in itself is neat enough. So if this is like remaking the first movie, or at the end of the day, it's a guy's gonna die. The Crow's gonna bring him back. He's gonna get revenge. People love revenge movies and stuff. So
right.
that's a good thing.
I mean, I assume the makeup, the coat, the whole look will be the same. But yeah, I don't really know in terms of plot details what's going to happen with it. But it does have a date now, so maybe we'll see a trailer soon.
It's like John Wick with a bird instead of a dog.
Also, the
There
Crow
you go.
had a good soundtrack.
Oh my God, yeah. I've got that in my Amazon cart. I'm going to buy it eventually. Christian, good news. The Boys Season 4 finally has a release date. It's going to be June 13th. It's going to hit Prime Video.
It's too far.
I've told Christian I need to catch up on The Boys.
But
I do too.
I think
Behind
it's
on The
because
Boys.
Fallout's coming out soon.
Is that what it is?
They don't want to, put out all their shit at the same time.
I'm excited.
That's a
for
good
that
point. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Because I was just, I was like, why don't they just do it in fucking March? I don't understand if it's already done.
So when is Fallout coming out? Not to move.
April,
not
I
to,
think.
April? Yeah, April.
that'll be.
something.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's
It looks
gonna
like they're
that's
doing
gonna
that
be
right.
nuts, yeah. And that Civil War movie that had a new trailer this week. I didn't put it in the news.
Civil War looks awesome.
Civil War looks crazy. So anyway, June 13th. This was an interesting story. Sony and Disney came together for a major deal in which Sony is going to produce all of Disney's physical media moving forward in the United States and Canada. So that means that like Disney,
DVDs.
yeah, DVDs, Blu-rays, CDs, I assume, records, laser discs, if they still make those.
Yeah, I kind of feel
Whatever.
like I don't know. Maybe
So-
I don't buy that stuff anymore.
I buy VHS only.
Do you?
Nice. Got to get some head cleaner.
I was
Betamax.
head clean. I remember that's putting little fucking drops in the video.
No, dude, you
There-
huff it.
Well, and there was like an actual
Oh, you
like
huff it?
There was actually like an cleaning VHS cassette to put in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like had a screen.
Yeah.
Went
Yeah.
through it
That
for
thing
you.
could save your life.
Eject
sometimes,
this now.
dude.
It worked. Yeah, it worked.
Tracking.
I remember
Got to
the
adjust the tracking.
Remember when you get the tracking, when it would work, and you'd be like, oh, you felt like a goddamn bomb disposal expert.
You know, it's kind of interesting too that VHS to
Yes.
DVDs to streaming. Now it's just
Yeah,
gone.
no, nothing. Yeah,
Just poofed out of there.
Poof. VHSs were the shit. The thing I love about VHSs is they were indestructible. I mean, you could throw a VHS down a fucking flight of stairs and it would still work.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, we sacrificed. No, you're right. You sacrificed.
Then CDs come out and you can't touch them.
Yeah, scratch.
In your fuck.
A skipping CD.
Fingerprint.
But when your DVD was scratched, man, what a mess.
Oh, dude, you get so mad because it's worthless now. Worthless.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is now a piece of plastic. All right, we're going to talk
Coaster.
some wrestling. West, okay.
There it
I
is.
know.
Hey, is that green shirt?
That's
No.
not green trunks, no,
Green,
or
yeah,
whatever you
he's
call them.
evolved a green suit.
Green screen.
Hey, the other guy kind of has a green shirt on too.
There's a lot of green in that video, but
Money.
we're going to talk about
The
Elimination
Elimination
Chamber.
Chamber.
Let's
In
do
Australia, dude. It was in Australia.
So
Taylor
the
Swift from
men's
Australia.
elimination chamber was to determine who will face Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania.
It came
the-
out at 5 a.m. our time.
Yeah, because it was Australia, so not many people saw it live. At least not the diehard fans probably did. Randy Orton, L.A. Knight, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Logan Paul, and Kevin Owens were all in the qualifying matches to determine who would go into the elimination chamber. Good match.
It seemed entertaining enough, but predictable.
I like very predictable, but I liked a couple things on it that I wanted to highlight. I really liked the feud they're building between
Logan.
Logan and Kevin.
Owen.
And I think that's going to be a really good match. I don't know what they're doing with Orton. Like, I don't know, like, what is the plan for him? Like, because he was acting like his back was hurt. I hope that was a work. But for those that don't know, Drew McIntyre ended up winning the match. AJ Styles came out.
Yeah. He just
And,
entered
yeah.
came in through a door. I was like, how'd he get in
I
there?
was like,
he
who?
just walked in.
Oh, he just walked in the gate. I guess they don't really look for
The
security.
Elimination Chamber match is where there's two people in the ring, and then there's these 4 pods in each corner of the thing that's like built in a big cage.
Okay.
And so they keep 4 wrestlers in their little pods and release them one at a time, like in 5-minute increments.
Like a
to join
countdown, yeah.
To join
Okay.
the fight. And you just get eliminated, so the last one
So as-
wins.
Oh, okay. Like thrown out of the thing. Thrown
No,
out.
no, that's the
pinned or
Royal
tapped
Rumble.
out.
Oh.
That's when you get thrown over the top
Okay.
rope. This one they have to pin them or submit them in the ring.
Did like 3 or 4 guys just like lay on top of one guy to pin him?
That's happened before.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Like,
not this
Got to
one.
get Ultimate Warrior out of there. He's just too.
You have a bunch of situations where there'll be like this huge move, and then there'll be like 3 or 4 guys trying to pin each other, which is pretty funny. And it's like it's always a 2 count. But who did AJ
And you see
attack?
people running into these pods and stuff, or they'll get in the pod and fight each other inside the little pod.
Can you choose to close the door back in your pot? Like hold your door closed.
People
so-
try that.
One guy,
People
like,
try
one
that.
time- one year, somebody put a little like necklace and like locked their own door.
Yeah.
Okay.
and let it
So
open.
they couldn't get out. Yeah.
And then another year, a pod broke, and the guy was like, "Am I supposed to come out now?"
Oh, like Spinal Tap.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay.
Exactly like
All right.
Spinal
Yeah,
Tap.
this
Yes.
sounds fun.
Oh, anyway, who did AJ attack?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
He had a chair and was beating somebody down with it. Maybe AJ, maybe
Was it
LA.
LA Knight? I
Oh,
think
yeah,
he
LA.
attacked LA Knight. So that looks pretty cool. I don't know why. We didn't really get a reasoning. I didn't know they were feuding.
Because they both have 2 letters in their first name.
Is that what it
LA
is?
and AJ.
LA AJ?
Nice. Is it Knight? Wait, I think I said this last time. Is it Knight? Knight?
Yes.
So that'd be a cool superhero.
LA Knight. I love his name. He's got a great gimmick too. So anyway, congratulations to Drew McIntyre. Kind of, as Christian said, kind of knew that's where they were going.
Hey, is that a pod? There's a pod over there.
Yeah, there's a pod right
Nice.
there. See the pod?
Yeah.
It's bulletproof glass. They say.
That's
Plastic.
awesome.
It's not
Well,
bulletproof. It's
let's hope
plexiglass.
they don't start bringing guns in.
Whoa.
Whoa,
Logan
did
Paul
he jump
from
off
the top.
of the
Yeah,
pod?
he jumped off of the
Even
pod into the
better.
ring. Yeah. Which they've done before. They've
Apparently,
jumped off the top
The
of the
girls'
pod
match
before.
was better again this year.
Really? Is that what? I didn't see the girls' match. I'm trying to get down to it.
It was all about Tiffany.
Oh,
Tiffany Stratton.
it's bulletproof. So you can't like throw somebody through the pod.
Yes, you can.
Well, I mean,
Break-
it breaks out of place.
They break through. Yeah.
But they
not
can't.
like
You
it
can't like
shatters.
smash their head into the pod and break the pod.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Bobby Lashley speared fucking Logan Paul through one of
Ripped
the
the
pods.
door off of it and use it
There's
as a
all
weapon?
kinds of shit you can do with that shit. Absolutely. The women's elimination chamber match, which was Becky Lynch, Bianca Blair, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, and Rachel Rodriguez. Becky Lynch emerged victorious. I kind of saw that happening too.
They got Tiffany was looking good though. They were giving her.
Tiffany, I heard Tiffany got a lot of shine. I did hear that. So that's cool.
So you said it starts with two? Starts with
two.
So
four locked in.
So in any of those matches were the starting two the winners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
happened.
One year they had one girl just dominate, and she like pinned them before they even got out of.
Was that Baszler?
Yeah, when
when
Baszler
Baszler
ran
did it.
it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Brock
Okay.
Lesnar did that.
Yeah.
One year he just fucking was pinning people. He did that. He did that at the Rumble one time. He was throwing motherfuckers. They got to what 10 or 11 before he finally stopped throwing out.
I like
and he was
Brock.
by
Well,
himself.
I
Well,
get-
not
I
now.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to say I like Brock Lesnar anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, it's funny. I was watching an old WWE
He was a
video,
collegiate
and
wrestler,
he was
though.
number
He
one.
wrestled for Minnesota.
Yep.
His daughter is an athlete too.
Who was the other wrestler? Kurt Angle.
Kurt
Yeah,
Angle.
what's Kurt still doing?
Kurt is retired. I think he has a podcast.
Okay.
Injuries.
But I think he does have a legacy contract with WWE.
And it was just always so funny. He was a heel.
Oh yeah.
Which
he
was
a-
like
he was a great heel.
He was like a gold medal winning like hero.
Talk
and
about
then
the Attitude
he's
Era is
a
what you're talking
heel. That was awesome.
People just chanted "You suck" to his song.
He was so
dude.
mean. I didn't get it. As somebody who actually wrestled but wasn't very good at it, I didn't get it. I thought like he's like
You're like,
this
he
guy
should be
is like
champion.
yeah, he's like a wrestling hero.
There's a big difference between professional
They have
wrestling
another
and-
professional
What, really?
wrestler guy.
Yeah, really.
They have Gable Stevenson.
Because I
But they haven't got-
Who's
distinctly
Gable Stevenson?
I think he was another like medal-winning wrestler from America.
I don't remember him. I mean, I know the Sheik won. The Sheik had some medals from the Iranian Olympics. Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match. The Judgment Day was victorious against what do they call themselves? DIY
No,
or
it
some
wasn't
shit.
them.
Do it
wasn't
yourself.
It wasn't
DIY.
them. Okay.
It was Butch and that one guy.
Sundance. Sorry, man.
I don't know what his name is. Bauer, Matt Bauer. I don't know. Is that a real name?
Braun Breaker.
No.
Anyway,
Cody challenged Rock, I think.
did he?
Yeah.
At what?
Waller effect. They have the Waller effect on there with Seth and Cody.
Oh, okay. But challenged him to what?
Wanted to fight him anytime, anywhere.
Well, he can't fight him at WrestleMania.
I know that.
Okay. And finally, in her home country, Rhea Ripley defeated Nia Jax to retain her WWE Women's World Championship.
Hometown hero.
Wes, you'd like Nia Jax. She's a big girl.
Oh yeah.
she's
that
not
guy
like,
got
she's
hurt.
not like other girls.
Yeah, he looks hurt, doesn't he?
Yeah, my leg.
There are some reports that
My leg.
That's what I imagined him doing right there.
Gunther.
My knee.
And I was watching videos of people riding those slingshot rides in Orlando, and they're just screaming and passing out and screaming.
Oh, when they pass out and they fucking
Oh gosh.
their fucking arms
Their
do
head's
this.
just gone, dude.
You know, the one thing with us, we don't have any danger of slipping through the cracks on those things.
No shit.
But could get strangled by our own fat necks.
Dude, if you all fucking tried to get me, I'd be like, fuck
I
you
probably,
all.
I'm probably like, we can't close it on him.
Like-
It won't click. Sorry.
That happens to me all the time, by the way, at amusement parks.
I need to seriously lose some weight so I can ride some amusement park rides with my kid.
I thought we were going to be Night Runners. Isn't that the plan?
Hey, that'll be our tag team name. Night Runners.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
It's probably
L.A.
taken.
Night
And the
Runners.
irony is like these guys don't look like they run at all. Climbs up to the top rope, has to take a breath.
God, there was some morning walker in my neighborhood. Like I saw him 2 mornings in a row.
Walking the loop.
5:30
Well,
in
they
the
don't-
morning. I was like, "Geez, dude, coming
I
out,
wonder
of,
how many-
That's
I wonder how many
dedication.
laps they
coming out of
make.
the darkness and scaring me." I'm with the dogs. Like, what is this guy doing walking around at 5:30 in the morning?
He's exercising.
Yeah, and then he has to go to work. He's
guess.
he's
He's
good. He's a
dedicated.
good
Too
citizen.
dark to be doing that.
He needs to get a headlight.
Something.
Did you hear about this story, Christian? That for those of you that watched Monday Night Raw last week, not last night, but the week before, Jey Uso was in a championship match against Gunther for the IC championship, and there are reports that he was supposed to win at first.
Yeah, I kind of heard that because they had that match later on as like the headline match instead of like opening the show with that match.
Right.
Because they also had Drew versus Cody.
Oh, yeah. And
people assumed that would have been the later match.
That makes sense. Okay. That makes a little sense. God, that would have been cool. I'm not going to lie. That would have given Jay major heat.
I think they're still going to do this.
You think they're going to do it at Mania?
No, I think it's supposed to be Jimmy versus Jay at Mania.
Who's Gunther fighting? Because he was supposed to fight Brock, but now you don't know who he's going to fight.
I don't know. They need to get Braun Breaker in there to take it. That'd be cool.
That's kind of when they started bringing Braun around, that's where I thought they were going to go with it. But it'd be cool to see one of the Usos win a singles championship. It would be cool because, God, whoever thought that would happen? That they would actually split and get championships.
Uso.
I wanted to get your opinion on this, Christian, since you had such a great opinion on the fucking dumbass that did it a couple weeks ago.
Well, I didn't see the.
Oh,
I didn't see the.
I heard this conversation you guys had.
I didn't see the event that started this.
Is this guerrilla marketing?
Yes, it is actually.
It is.
Yes,
but because they can say F words.
Right. Right. Which here's what happened. The WWE stars were in Australia to promote the Elimination Chamber match.
I think this one looked even more fake than that other one.
Yes, it did. I agree. It looks like a total work. And Austin Theory was apparently walking around this newsroom, and the editor-in-chief comes up to him and does something, Wes, that no one should ever do to a professional wrestler. He calls it fake.
Oh.
And Austin Theory, in my opinion, overreacted a little bit and started cursing him out and really took him to task.
He should have hit him. Why don't they hit him like they used to? Because they get charged. Dude, he's got an easy job. Oh.
Total work. It's total work.
So they can only do this so many times.
Well, and again, I think.
I mean, smart, but yeah, you can't do it all the time.
Let's for a second speculate that it may not be a work. Let's speculate that maybe this really happened and he really acted that way. Stupid. I don't understand. Why would you do that? And especially if you're one of these younger stars, doesn't have anything going. Does he still have the U.S. title? No, Logan Paul's got it. So, I mean, I just really don't understand these younger superstars like Grayson Waller and fucking Austin Theory deliberately drawing attention to themselves by going off on people who don't mean a fucking thing to anything.
Well, there's a whole lot of young people that do that and upload it to various social media every single day.
Do what?
Just make an ass out of themselves.
I guess, maybe.
So, yeah, this is kind of more about just being young and stupid than... But it was probably scripted, right?
Reacting
I mean, all of this
to
is like
insult,
scripted.
dude. I don't like when people make fun of my livelihood.
But did they call wrestling fake or say wrestling was easy? Because it's not easy.
No, he said it was fake.
Definitely fake.
He said it was fake.
And he said, your job's easier than my job.
But, you know...
and the guy said, fuck you, bitch.
Again, you get paid lots of money if you're a wrestler, so... Fucking relax. Don't draw attention to yourself. Tell this guy to fuck off and walk away.
That's what he did.
Not really.
Well, he should have actually, legit assaulted him, picked up a charge.
That's what I think.
In Australia,
Yeah.
where then you get sentenced to being beat to death by a dozen kangaroos, and then fed to the dingoes.
The dingo ate your baby.
It really did. It's not funny.
The accent is funny, not the eating babies part.
Wait.
All right.
Did they bring any of the Australian wildlife into the matches? That
Yeah,
would've
No.
no. Kevin Owens walked into the arena carrying a koala bear.
that was. Okay,
Did he
that's
really?
awesome.
Yeah,
They
That's
should have
hilarious.
had. They should have had
just
somebody
holding it right here, the big ass koala.
That's
face
awesome.
off against a saltwater crocodile.
Or like kangaroo boxing match. I mean, that was.
They've got some big old arms, some ripped up, jacked up kangaroos out there.
They're swole.
And they attack
indeed.
dogs, and you got to go punch the kangaroo to get it off your dog.
That is still. I don't think there'll ever be anything funnier than that. Anything. All right. The Toyota 4Runner. Wait, that's not what I want to talk
We're going
about.
off road.
Yeah, that took a turn.
There is some word now that action superstar Sylvester Stallone is possibly collaborating with the WWE for something for Mania 40. What do you think he's going to do, Christian?
Rematch with Thunderlips. Is that right?
In Rocky 3, Hulk Hogan cameoed as Thunderlips. So it's very possible.
What kind of a name is Thunderlips?
A wrestling name
Okay.
or a porn name, depending on how you look at it.
Speechless. Good job, man.
That's what he
Nailed
did, and he kissed Christian, which he did that in the ring. He went,
Ooh.
hold up his
Did-
hands.
Did Clubber Lang ever have? Did he ever appear in any other Rockies?
No.
See, I always thought
That Apollo
Ivan
Creed took
Drago
too
and
much?
Clubber Lang would have been a good match.
Oh.
Yeah?
I think. Yeah, man.
I don't know, man.
I
Ivan's got that reach.
Yeah, but Clubber, he was Clubber.
Yeah, Clubber should have come back around.
Yeah, they
because
should have-
I think of all the threats to Rocky's
I
title,
haven't seen any of the new stuff.
No, I haven't
Creed.
seen.
I
haven't seen any of
I
the
like
Creeds.
the Michael B. Jordan guy. He's really
Yeah, I
cool.
do, but it's like
So
there's too much shit
maybe
to watch.
Mr. T, maybe Clubber's been in some of those movies. We just don't know it yet. 'Cause
I
we
don't
haven't
think he
seen it.
has. I think I would have heard about it. I don't think he has, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, what if he had a wrestling match with Tommy Gunn?
That guy's
From
dead,
Rocky?
isn't he? Tommy Morrison,
Jeez.
the
I don't-
boxer.
I
I
don't-
think he's dead.
Did he? I think he had like AIDS.
Or he's something. Yeah, something like that.
I don't
It's
know.
a disease or something.
It's a disease.
Maybe I'm wrong.
It's not funny at all. I don't know why I laughed.
Here's this guy you were talking about, Ben Mendelsohn. Mendelsohn.
He's awesome.
Has expressed interest in playing Doctor Doom. I can get behind this shit.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a great Doctor Doom. Problem is, he's already in the MCU.
He was Skrull Man.
Yeah, he was the
but
Skrull.
He
That's
died
right.
in Secret Wars.
That's what they're saying. So that may open the door. And plus,
He
they're
wasn't
also
in
saying
Ms. Marvel's.
with the multiverse, they can do anything.
Yep.
So that's what they're saying about that.
He's cool.
Yeah. All right. Let's do some comic book news in here. A couple more stories, and then we'll get over to our events. Marvel Comics, for a few years now, has been selling their titles at a higher cover price. $4.99 was the normal cover price for Marvel. There was a lot of protest about it because the $3.99 is kind of the measuring stick with comic book pricing, and they would not commit to it. Well, they now have.
Whoa.
At not all their titles, because not all of them are, some of them are worth more, but
Yeah.
a majority of their titles will, starting in, I think, July, will be $3.99 as opposed to $4.99 per the Marvel president, Dan Buckley, made this announcement. So, again, if you're a comics collector, which I know you two aren't, this is really good because that's more money in your wallet. Because, you know, it does come into play. That dollar does matter, especially if you buy a bunch like I do. So I thought that was cool. You guys don't have to comment.
A dollar saved is a dollar earned.
Happy to see print media still alive and well.
It'll always be alive for me, baby.
Oh, I just had a big fart.
Good.
That's some Halo.
Don't
I
care.
I need
I'm
to
thinking
watch
about
the most.
watching it now that I got Paramount
think-
Plus. I signed up to watch Ghosts on
I mean,
CBS.
it's okay. Yeah, watch it and do something else, like play a video game and watch it, or anything else. But don't
focus.
you don't focus on it. Like I said, the opening scene of the first season, just kicking ass all over the place.
Yeah.
And about the final 10 minutes of the last episode of the first season, kicking ass all over the place.
Do you see guns
No.
you recognize?
Yeah.
They got a needler.
Yeah, they do. And I feel like even maybe the swords, the big sword, right? The elites have all
Yeah,
the swords and
yeah.
shit. Yeah, no. So the action sequences are great.
How do the swords work? Do they work like lightsabers, like fucking just shearing through people?
Yeah, I was going to say.
I mean,
do they sheath or do they just appear?
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, they cut people in half and everything. Yeah.
Yikes.
I'm pretty sure it's like the handle, right?
Yeah,
It's like a
I think
handle
so.
of
But
it.
yeah, that's what I was trying to think. Yeah, do you see it firing out of
I don't
there? Or I
know.
feel like you just see them. But
Maybe.
that series is okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. DC, keeping on comic book news for a moment, it's been a fucking aggravation for years. Marvel releases, and every other goddamn comic label releases their comics on Wednesdays. Well, then DC wanted to be fucking different and started releasing shit on Tuesdays. Now, the problem with this...
We get a day ahead of everybody else, dude. We'll sell
bullshit,
more
it
that
doesn't
way.
matter. No, to a comics collector, it's just a fucking pain in the
I
ass
know.
because now you got to wait. And it's like, God damn, I just want to get them all at once. Well, DC is now moving back to Wednesdays, thank God.
So now comic book stores only need to be open one day a week.
Ooh. Because Zip just wants to go do it all at one time.
Sorry, comic book
You
stores.
kind of blew my mind there, Wes. I'm not going to lie.
No,
So
there's-
anyway, that'll
there's
start
plenty of
with New
business.
Comic Book Day on July 3rd. DC will move back. So now everybody will get their comics on Wednesdays and everybody will be happy.
That makes perfect sense.
So you guys remember Vice?
I
Yeah.
do.
They're gone.
Yep.
Sorta. It says they will cease publishing on Vice.com, lay off several hundred staffers. Now they still have the channel.
I think that's bullshit that they have several hundred staffers.
I watched some of their YouTube
Well, I
videos.
mean, when you think about it, people covering all the country, you know, it's like,
Ugh, I
the
still
world,
don't know yet.
dude.
Well, I don't know. Whatever.
How many do they really
Speak up.
need?
You know, there's a lot of websites that just have like independent contributors. Like Barstool and stuff like that. There's a lot of people who just, publish a thing, but they're not.
Freelance.
Well, yeah, and they're not even like legitimate journalists. There's people who just write articles and upload them, and then there's articles that just get uploaded by AI, and there's just a whole lot of bullshit out there that's posed as news. I mean, whether it's a real story or not, or one thing like one news story about Marvel, and there's like 20 different websites that have the same story, and the websites are just loaded with ads.
It's almost like there's a
So
conflict.
there's a lot of crap out there.
Conflict between journalism and capitalism.
But no, I mean Vice did some awesome stuff, but it's
well, I mean, there's like I said, there's no mention of them doing anything with the channel, and it will still release documentaries.
but their webpage did some great stuff. But also,
yeah. Well, see, I know you actually read a lot
Gawker
of
and
Vice.
Deadspin did some great
Yeah,
stuff, and we
yeah.
saw what happened to them. So
Yeah.
maybe you ruffled too many feathers.
True. I think Collider's heading down that road
It's
too.
it's
Colossus.
it's media and journalism it's difficult out there.
As a journalism major, I can definitely cop to that.
well, what about Fox News? They're doing pretty good.
That's because they're not journalists.
Oh.
They're entertainers, just like wrestlers. Anyway, this sucks. Being laid off sucks. I know this from personal experience. However, Wes is right. I do think this is just another blow to journalism. And, journalism is dying. If not already dead. I really can't think of a publication that actually still commits to journalism in a decent way.
A lot of it is like an
Channel 5 News, baby, on YouTube.
A person can witness a thing, film it, and upload it. So you don't need a whole lot of interpretations about what just happened.
Yeah.
When everybody can watch the video and judge for themselves.
So you're saying like these secondary websites that pretty much all they're doing is forwarding the story, but they still give writer a credit. It's
but
like
I
why?
mean, again, the
right?
whole point it's just loaded with
Yeah.
ads. There's just ads everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all the
well,
digital.
how else is going to pay for
Well,
it?
exactly. I mean, that's all digital journalism is we want to sell ads. We want to sell ads. We want to sell ads. And it's like they could care less about the content. Just, ads. And don't ruffle feathers. Don't be
Do you
controversial.
think that if the content was more investigative, journalistic stuff, that it would sell more ads?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But no one in a position of authority or power wants investigative journalism to happen. Not even on a local level.
That's a great
I
point.
mean, their local governments don't want their media to do a deep dive into something going on. And I mean, that's why you see a lot of local media getting bought out by national media, and why sometimes you see the same story getting echoed all over the place because it's like talking points get issued.
Sinclair Media.
Yeah. So control the narrative.
Gotcha. All right, that'll wrap up the news for the week. Let's get over to our events. I want to mention this, March 29th through the 30th at the Memorial Student Center on campus. HerdCon coming back to Marshall University. We'll have vendors, cosplay, events, and more.
Free
to get in.
So where are they going to have that? Like,
so when I went, it was in the student center, but it was in the basement. It was in the second
back
floor.
in the basement where they used to have pool tables and video games.
Right.
Okay,
right.
That's a big space. Because I was thinking too. I don't know. I feel like
Well, it's 3 levels, right? So
That's
you got
cool.
So the main level and then the second floor.
It's a cool poster.
The Don Morris room. I know you've been in Wes.
The Dawn.
Yeah,
That's huge, right? So that's where the vendors are usually. So it's a cool event,
No,
and
is.
it's free.
Yeah,
Go, it's free.
I'll bring Kate.
You should. 92.7 and 98.5 The Plan, our friends, Eric on the X, released the image Louder Than Life 2024 is coming back to Louisville, Kentucky, and it's got quite a lineup. Did you guys look at this lineup?
It's got such a lineup, I can barely even see the lineup. I
Slayer's
saw
reunited.
Slipknot up there.
Slayer's reunited. That's a big
Ooh,
one.
Disturbed. Motley Crue. I
Yeah,
thought Motley Crue was
Korn.
done. I thought we saw Motley Crue, and I'm like, they were our final tour ever, Motley Crue.
Yeah, I remember.
I think me and Aaron did too. On one of their final tours. Here are
Well,
our.
Mick Mars isn't with them anymore.
Oh, he's not?
No.
I didn't know that.
I mean, I feel
Well,
like
he can't walk anymore,
he said
can he?
for
He was there
years,
when we
like,
saw
I
him.
can't do this. And he was basically just,
Dude, he can't walk.
right. Yeah. And he's had a lot of issues for a really long time.
He's got like spinal
Yeah,
fucking
but they were giving him a
problems.
hard time too. Not
Who was giving him a hard
the
time?
other band people. There's a lawsuit between them.
Dude,
That's
Vince
awful.
Neil has no business giving anybody a hard time about anything. That guy should not perform ever.
Well, I think it was more Nikki.
Really?
Yeah.
Nicky's a
sucks.
prick.
I
He's
see.
a prick.
Those are things I don't like hearing.
I could see
I don't want
that.
to hear about that.
Yeah.
Just give me good news, not the bad news.
Well, Mick
All
when he was
right.
older, remember?
I'll give you the overview of our headliners: Slipknot, Slayer, Motley Crue, Korn, Offspring, the Lindemann.
That can't be a
Till-
headline.
Till
That can't be a
Till
headliner
Lindemann?
if you don't know who it
the guy
is.
from fucking
I don't
Du
fucking
Hast.
know.
The guy from Du Hast.
Oh, okay. From
Rammstein.
From
There you
Rammstein.
go.
Okay, gotcha. Falling in Reverse, Breaking Benjamin, Seether, Anthrax, The Dropkick Murphys, Gojira, Bad Flower, Nothing More, Seven Dust, Spirit Box, Five Finger Death Punch, Evanescence, Disturbed, Judas Priest, Hellstorm, In This Moment, Chevelle, Stained, Highly Suspect, Clutch, Skillet, Architect, Starset, Fozzy.
I think my boy grandson's gonna be there too.
There's a band called Grandson. Wow.
That's cool. So anyway, you can check out the entire lineup that we have on here on our page. Mastodon going to be there. Tom Morello. There's your band, Christian.
Oh, did anybody see
Sum 41.
the
see
Tim
what?
Comerford quote? Is that his name?
The bassist.
It was
The what?
brilliant.
What happened?
That
No,
is his
tell
name,
what
right?
happened. Tell
Tim
what happened.
Comerford.
2K.
About is
They asked him
is
about
rage really broken up? And
Oh.
his response is, I just work here, man. No, it was great. I just play the bass. I'm the lowest on the totem pole. We're the last to be
He
told
is the
what's
lowest
going
on the totem pole.
Tim's great. I've always liked Tim. He's
That's
awesome.
hilarious.
Yeah, this big.
I
tattooed
think
shoulders.
I think it's awesome that we got to see Audio Slave.
That's fucking cool. I got to see Soundgarden.
Yeah, so I never got to see Soundgarden.
Yeah.
I never saw Rage, but I think it's so.
You never saw Rage?
No.
Wow.
All the concerts I basically went to were the brief window, not even brief, but a significant window of my life that Christian and I were roommates. I never really went to concerts before, not really done a lot
But you
after.
went to a lot.
Because of Christian.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, these guys are at the Newport, let's go. Okay.
we went
but-
and saw Motley Crue because of your brother.
Right, but yeah, and that was in adulthood. We went to see Death from Above in adulthood because I remember telling Christian, I'm not going to drive. If you buy my ticket to the concert, I'll buy your plane ticket. And so we flew to DC.
Flew to DC.
Yeah, because I was not going to do it. Not going to do that.
Not going to happen, huh?
But yeah, Christian's instrumental in my life in all the concerts that he got me to, and I'll be forever grateful.
That's adorable.
For all the bands.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
It was good having a buddy with.
All right. That'll do it for our information for the week. As always, we invite you to join us on social media.
And support
Check
us.
us out.
Love
Yes,
us.
love us.
Beg for us.
We need beggars.
Beg for it.
We need beggars.
You guys, well, if you guys start showing some skin on your Patreon like the other people
Ooh,
do,
the
maybe you'll make some
Patreon.
money.
Show some what?
Some skin.
On our OnlyFans.
Oh, is that what I need
Yeah.
to do? Is that what I missed?
Show your David Busters.
Meat. Get that meat out.
Yeah. Rest in peace, meat. Here's my meat. A little extra money.
What was the Levi's quote?
Loose for good company.
Loose for good
Yeah.
company.
I was thinking
Get
that was going to be
loose.
Beetlejuice for good company, dude.
Maybe you guys need an OnlyFans.
I don't think that'll work.
You never know.
In the meantime, check us out on YouTube. We are now part of YouTube podcasts. I guess this is a new thing.
Oh, yeah?
We were recognized by YouTube for
Yes.
our hard work. And
That's
work.
awesome.
No, we were recognized because we marked ourselves as a podcast.
Thanks, YouTube.
So, in addition to the video feed on YouTube, you can now listen to the podcast as an audio. We are also available on iTunes, on Spotify, on Amazon.
I
Did I say
listened
that
to you on
twice?
the Google one.
Did you have
I
some
think.
trouble?
Google Podcast?
Did you
Yeah.
have some trouble getting it on Podomatic last week?
No.
Okay.
Why?
I thought some of my brothers were like, "Where's the podcast at?"
Oh, no. I should have fired. I think it did. If not, let me know because I don't know.
Wherever podcasts are found.
I have a hard time getting Alexa to understand when I say play the GeekZip podcast.
It's
What
hard.
does she play?
All kinds of stuff.
It's pretty
like-
funny. He's done it for me at the house before. It's pretty funny.
So in my car, I can plug my phone into my car, and it
Good.
and I stream music through Amazon.
Yeah.
Just
Yes, that's how I
things
do it.
Amazon
Yeah,
Prime.
me too. That's how I do
But
it.
sometimes the interpretation,
Oh, yeah.
but it seems to have gotten better. So maybe they've done sort of update. But there were times I can't. It was so bizarre. Request for one thing to play, and then what was actually played, night and day, different genres.
I had a good one the other day.
Crazy.
I told Zip about. I said, "Alexa, play the Rock Says," and she goes, "Now playing songs by Roxette," and it started playing "Listen to Your Heart."
Nice, yeah. Which you're like, but then it's like, well, I haven't heard this song in a while.
Is that the name of the song? The Rocks?
Rockette?
Yeah, the
No.
rock song is called the
What
Rock
was the
Says.
name of that band?
Roxette.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking the Rockettes, the legs.
Those
the
are the legs ones.
Yeah,
Yeah. the
legs.
I
New
can't do
York
their
leg.
legs, so I'll do it with my fingers.
ZZ Top legs.
Oh, hey, you guys got anything else before we wrap it up?
I'm just waiting on you to end
good
the
to be
show.
back.
I know you're waiting. It's good to
Please
be back.
see, I made it more than
You
once
did
in 6
once
weeks.
in 6 weeks. I'm happy
Yeah.
for you. Thank you.
Good
Appreciate it very much. For Christian, for Wes, this is Ryan Zip. Have a great week.